What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another live stream. Happy to be back. And yes, today we are definitely doing some live coding, some reviewing of code. You guys have requested for that a bunch of times already, so we can go back a little bit into some code reviewing. Excited to see everyone, how everyone is feeling today. Is everyone having a good week so far? I hope you guys are having a good week. I'm having a fantastic week, a very busy week, but a fantastic one. How everyone is feeling? Ducatan, what's up, dude? How you doing? Emlyn Dev, thank you so much for the subscription. 3 months already. 3 months strike. Subscribing me on my Twitch channel. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate that. Camus, what's up? Dan, how you doing? And Ahmedabad, first time chat. How you doing, dude? Nice to see you here on my live stream. So happy to see you, dude. Iluk, Varkov as well. Dude, you guys have complicated names today. Jesus Christ. What's up, everyone? Nice to see you, Luis. How you doing? AD, Juan, Patrick, Reko, Juan, everyone. Hamin, my life is doing fantastic. Thank you so much for joining my live stream today. And yeah, today we are not on TikTok, unfortunately. Something happened with the API key and I cannot connect anymore. Maybe they're using AI to code their own API. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. How everyone is feeling today? We are back with some code reviewing. Okay, we talked about this a bunch last time. I made a code review. People really enjoyed it, you know, and I have fun. The most fun I had was when we were reviewing actual Laravel projects, so real world production applications, and I want to do some of that today a little bit. You know. In case you didn't notice, I did publish a new YouTube video today. So here on my YouTube channel, you will see all the way down, we have a new video with the name, Try the AI Vibe Coding, and we are cooked. Well, you guys will see on the video how things are with AI Vibe Coding, but honestly, it was a bunch of fun recording this one. So yeah. Anyways, today we are back with some code reviewing. I have literally 7 projects already here we can review, and honestly, I think all of them are regular Laravel projects. Some of them are like literally native PHP, so I think this will be fun. And also, in case you don't know, if you wanted me to review your own project, you can either drop the link here or on the chat, or you can drop the link on my Discord channel. Okay, my Discord channel basically contains a room with the name Nuno Review My Code, and I will do that for you. Blair, what's up, dude? How you doing? Augusto Souza is saying the following. Hello, Nuno. I've been watching your past streams and learning about testing in Laravel. I'm having fun writing tests and trying the new tools like Pint and Laravel. Oh, yeah, baby. Laravel and Pint, honestly, it's like the best things in the planet, and I'm happy that you're having fun with them. You know what I mean? Then Skolch is sending me his project. All right, dude, I'm going to copy your project and put it right here. And I also see that Luis is sending me its own starter kit. Let me copy this. Oh, you have done the starter kit? Interesting. I cannot open it though. Here we go. So you made your own starter kit. Interesting. Interesting. So let's start with this one. Looks funny. Okay. All right, chat. This one comes from cruzmedia.org, which is a developer from Spain. Okay. Next to my country. In case you don't know, I'm from Portugal, okay? Portugal, one of the best countries to have food in the planet. So let me know. Have you guys been in Portugal already? Let me know in the chat, because honestly, the food here is just good. You know what I mean? Dimas, how you doing? Nice to see you, man. Oh, really? TikTok is having its own vibe coding tool? You mean like made by the TikTok company? Interesting. Hi, Master97. How you doing, dude? Nice to see you, man. Matroy, nice to see you as well. Oh, you have been in Lisbon, Luis? That's interesting. Yeah, Lisboa is probably, or Lisbon, as you call it. It's probably, you know, the best city in Portugal. So, hey, Joel, how you doing, dude? Nice to see you again. Okay, Blair just sent me a new project as well. Let's add it to the list. Okay, this is apparently a Laravel app as well. Interesting. Let's start with this one, okay? All right, folks, let's get started on this. So this one is from Luis, I think, but the name here on the GitHub seems to be cruzmedia.org, which is Luis de la Cruz. Web developer, PHP Laravel developer, always learning from Spain. And apparently, Luis have done his own starter kit. Okay, it's a Vue starter kit. That's actually a thing I would like to check real quick. Apparently, it's a Vue starter kit, and as I can see here, I have things such as kind of what comes by default on Laravel, it seems, with a concurrently package, with this very fancy helper to merge Tailwind classes. Interesting. We also have Ziggy and everything that just comes with default. So what changes have you made? Something I probably would have jumped into it immediately is like the README to really understand what's happening here. And I can see that you have a better version or a different version from the Laravel Vue starter kit with 100% test coverage. You know what, dude? If the Laravel starter kit doesn't have 100% code coverage, you can literally contribute with that, you know, with those tests. You can literally add those tests to the starter kit. You know what I mean? I am in the wrong branch. Oh my god. All right. Oh, this is the real one. SAS. Okay. This is 37 commits ahead. Interesting. Oh, the README is still the same. So we're chilling. We're chilling, boys. 100% test coverage, modern PHP tooling. PHP stand level max. Interesting. I'm curious to see how did you accomplish this. Did you ignore anything, or did you have to ignore anything? Nothing. Interesting. Okay. What else? 100% test coverage. Again, about this, you can literally add the missing tests to the base starter kit. That will help a little bit. You know what I mean? It does help if it does have a few ignores. I get you. I get you. PT saying, "Hi Nuno, nice to see you. I love your products. I used to use Prettier on VS Code. Now I'm using Pint. Pint takes a second or two rather than being instant. Is that normal, or you have tips for making it faster?" Well, honestly, only the first run should be slow. After that, it's just caching, so it should be fast. You know what I mean? Moluk is asking if there is any Pint configuration options. I didn't find it on the Laravel docs. Yeah, man, you can literally use the PHPCS fixer configurations. So in case you don't know, Laravel Pint is built on top of PHPCS fixer. So effectively, you can kind of use all of the rules you want in your Pint.json. But I can show you something. I have built this Pint strict preset, which you can use if you want to. There we go. There we go. Kitty Roy, I love you too, man. Thank you so much. So you can literally use this package called Nuno Maduro Pint strict preset to kind of have an idea of the Pint rules I typically use. You know what I mean? Pint rules I typically use, like the things I like the most. But you let me know. You let me know. How is the music, by the way? Are you guys having fun with the music? I love it. Let's go here next. You review my code or no? Which code is your code? Like, I literally have 10 repos open. I have no idea. Improvements. Oh, wait, what? You have a make action? Aha, I want to see this one. What do you mean? Interesting. So you made literally a make command that creates an action. Dude, I feel like, honestly, there is a potential of seeing something like this on the core, you know? There is a potential, you know? Oh, if you're the number one on Discord, it's probably one of this, okay? Oh, probably it's this one, okay? I will do it today. Hey, what's up, Migu? First time chat. In case you don't know me, my name is Nuno Maduro, PHP and Laravel developer, and today we are doing some code reviewing. Honestly, I think, you know, I would I will put thumbs up on it. If someone does a pull request that adds a make action, I would probably do a thumbs up, because I would use it myself. You know, I would probably use this. This is cool, by the way. You can, I think you can do a pull request to the framework, to the core, and see how it goes. Like, worst case scenario, it don't get merged, but it's a cool idea regardless. You know what I mean? Yeah, do it, dude. I think it'll be fun. Do it. And you have git pre-push hooks that run all the test linting types before the pushing. I actually really like this idea of git hooks, but realistically, when you reach a point where you have a huge project, you know, you just stop. You don't use it anymore because you know, Pint linting and checking types or running tests just takes forever. So you know. Anyways, let's see if we have anything different though. Let's go here for the app folder. So I assume this is literally a typical Laravel app. I already see that we have a traits folder. Does it come with the regular starter kit? Let me check. Laravel view starter kit. Oh, here we go. Oh, they don't. This is like literally a special code that you have introduced. So I think you have done this to kind of make some code refactoring. All right, I'm gonna tell you something. Oh, you added a functionality? Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something about traits. Typically, traits or concerns or whatever, they do exist so you can share common code between models, okay? So if you have a relation or a given public function or a given protected method, for example, that you wish to share between classes, traits are awesome. However, if you are using traits simply to split your code, I'm not a big fan. I'm gonna be honest with you. What do you guys think? Do you use traits usually, or do you only use traits for mutualize a little bit the code? So, you know, I feel like there is people who defend that they use traits to organize the code a little bit better. But I feel like I only use traits when I want to kind of share the code between models, for example, or share the code between controllers. Okay. Oh, Jan is saying that I only use traits for reusable methods. Same here. I'm okay, Luis, I'm actually okay with a bloated user model, you know. Like, if there is something in the planet that will become bloated, is the user model. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, man? Nice to see you, man. The music is nice. Thank you so much. Gran Turismo vibes. That's a good game. Yeah, but you know, I'm not against this. I think like if you are okay with this and if your team like this, it's actually okay. I like to see that you have fully typed all of the relations here using Laravel 10v3 already. So this is a good thing. Good code so far. Good code so far, my friend. What else we have here? We have traits. We have as well Filament by default. Now, this is a bold choice, okay? Going with Filament, it might be or feel good for everyone, but not for... Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. You have Filament there, but you don't have it on a composer.json? Oh, wait. Oh, you do. There you go. Okay, I was checking the incorrect branch. Yeah, coming with Filament by default is a bold choice, okay? But you know what? It's your own starter kit. So if you always use Filament, I think it's okay. You know? Oh, Filament doesn't support yet Tailwind v4? Interesting. Interesting. By the way, do you know what is interesting as well? I want to show you something. You guys ready? You guys ready? Check this out. Because you guys sometimes support my channel here on Twitch, but also on YouTube, you know, through subscriptions. Just check this out. You guys ready? Watch this. Oh yeah? Some really good lightning? No lightning at all? A lot of lightning? Yes, sir. I finally have some good lightning here in my studio. So I'm happy about this. Thank you, thank you. Maestro97 is asking one question. I'm refactoring a Laravel project on my company and a lot of business logic is inside my controllers. What you suggest to do? Interesting. That's a great question and a valid one. I have received that question multiple times here on the live streams. I can tell you the following. Typically, all of the logic that is agnostic from the HTTP layer should be within actions, okay? Or within a separate class that you typically have your business logic on. And all of the things that are, you know, typically associated with the HTTP layer, like logging in a user or logging out a user, you should keep that on controllers. However, everything that is out of the HTTP layer but belongs to the business logic, that would go to the actions folder. By the way, talking about actions folder, do you have any action on this project? Oh, you do. Oh, you do actions pattern, my friend, huh? Update profile action. Interesting. Let's see what we have here. Okay, this makes sense. Okay, there is something on the Laravel starter kit which I'm not a big fan of, okay, which is using fillables like this and also using properties directly like this. I'm not a big fan of this. I'm not a big fan as well of using something like dirty, okay? I'd rather prefer or provide everything under the attributes. But anyways, there's just design choices. Regardless, business logic here, I think that's fine. By the way, I see that you are accessing the file object, and I think this is an HTTP concern, so I probably wouldn't do this here, okay? Where do you learn about the action pattern? Okay, dude, you asked for it. So I have a YouTube video just about the action pattern, okay? So I'm gonna share here my YouTube channel, so you guys can see it right there. My YouTube channel, here we go. Give me a subscription over there. And if you go to search, you can search for actions, okay? And I have this YouTube video with the name Laravel Actions, the Secret Sauce. And honestly, I think it's one of my best reviews about Laravel Actions and how can you make Laravel Actions. Big fan of this, okay? Big fan of this pattern, and I use this pattern in all of my apps. What's up, Pick and Flow? Nice to see you, dude. You missed yesterday live stream, and we missed you a little bit, you know? Because yesterday live stream was super fun, and you were not here. You were not here. Oh, thank you, High Life. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I use unguard all the time because I just rather to provide an update method than just provide all my attributes inside. In fact, I am starting this project with the name VestKit. Oh, I actually have it on my PHP storm, I think. Here we go. Yeah, I'm literally starting my own starter kit, by the way, with all the things I love, like, you know, attributes over my user model and, you know, everything fully typed, everything in the way I like, including, you know, including the way I set up models. And one of the things I always do is, you know, put my models as unguard. I always do this. Same goes with should be strict, by the way. So, you know, I'm starting my own starter kit where I literally will come with all these conventions that I do love. Oh, your service provider is a copy paste of yours? Interesting. Let me see. It's literally a copy paste. Oh my god, watch this. So cool, dude. I'm proud, man. Like, it's literally cool that, you know, a bunch of us get in the same... Ooh, interesting. So you don't use HTTPS locally? That's an interesting one. That's an interesting... I use HTTPS with herd. You don't use that? What's up, Marco? Nice to see you, man. No, talking about vibe coding, something I want to do is that on my own starter kit, I want to have like this dot vibe coding or whatever, okay, like this dot vibe coding, and I want to kind of specify everything I love about code on this file so the AI knows me a little bit better in advance. You know, I think the AI, once he actually, you know, checks a little bit some of my user model, will understand that I like, for example, final classes, I like fully typed code, you know, and potentially apply some of this in the new generated code. But I feel like I can probably come up with very good instructions here for the vibe coding situation. So, for example, I can type something like this. When fixing tests, try to fix them just once or twice, and let me know if you can't. However, never remove code, okay? Because last time, I literally asked AI, can you fix this test for me? And AI removed my test. Like, what the heck? Like, seriously? Like, literally, the AI removed my test to make my test suite pass. Yeah, no test is no problem. Yeah, you know. It was so hilarious, like, literally. Anyway, if you guys missed that moment, go to my YouTube channel. I have this new vibe coding video just about that. Dude, no test, no fail. Now, let's be realistically. Like, realistically, let's just think a little bit. Like, when you guys are doing code by yourself, you know, you probably, you know, you'd code the feature, but you would be mindful about how are you solving that feature. And that's a little bit why I'm a little bit concerned about, you know, AI sometimes generating code, is that it will generate the code to make you happy, but maybe it will not make you happy within 1 year, for example, you know? Now, about this force scheme, don't you guys use herd with HTTPS? Because I use this all the time, you know, so it feels confusing to me, like, why would you need this is production, okay? Configure Vite with aggressive prefetching. This is a great idea, by the way. Literally instructing Vite that we should literally, you know, fetch all of the assets at once after the deploy, okay? Okay, what else do we have to see here? Let's click on providers, app. So actions, commands with the make command, that's a good one. Let me see your model. Okay. Let's be a little bit picky, okay? I'm gonna be a little bit picky with you, okay? Something I would do here is I would use relative namespacing. So literally, I would use just user factory here. No need for the full qualified namespace. I would probably also include here all the attributes of my model. You see, like the way I have this user.php, where you have literally all these attributes right here. I would probably include this in your own starter kit. Okay. Oh, no Earth for Linux. Interesting. Wait, do you have a fillable? Yeah, this stuff gone in use on guard. Okay, you don't need this. Oh my god, I still remember doing my master in computer science without a Mac, and I was using Arch Linux. That's how crazy I was. Literally using Arch Linux because my laptop was so small and it had so little memory. I think I had like 100 and whatever memory on that laptop. It was this size, literally. And I had to have Arch Linux over there so I can have something that runs. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like I didn't have any money, so it's insane. IDA helper can generate model properties, but for some reason I feel like they do not generate the properties in the way that I want. You know, I want them, for example, property read, so nobody actually does a write on that property. So that's just one example. So not a big fan of IDE helper for that, at least. Let's appreciate the lightning of the stream. It's awesome, right? I mean, I'm very happy about this lightning, by the way. Like the fact I can come here and just do this. Watch it. Bam, so cool. That's pretty cool stuff. Probably there's a bunch to explore here. I still have another lightning that I didn't put yet, so. All right, what else we have? Eden, this is important. Okay, never forget a Eden field. Very, very important. Every time you are returning a model to your HTTP layer, if you don't have the necessary properties within the Eden, those properties will be leaked to the UI, okay? So it's very important that everything that is sensitive, passwords, you know, all of this stuff, always include that within your Eden array. Okay, here you can use the new, have you seen the new attribute syntax of Laravel? So this is using the old syntax, okay, but you can use the new one. If you search for Laravel attributes, let's see, There is actually a new one. You can literally do new attribute if I'm not mistaken. There you go. You can use this now, okay? So here, for example, let's copy this. So here, for example, instead of doing this, you would have avatar as the protected, like this. This would return, I think, as an attribute from Laravel. What is the attribute from Laravel? Literally hidden or whatever? Oh, here we go. And then you would do return new attribute with get. Do they have like a... Let me see something. Oh, they do. And he would have the logic to retrieve the avatar. Okay. A little bit cleaner. Okay. What's up, Gretchen? Nice to see you. It is protected. Yes, it is protected though. Just check the documentation right there. Okay, it's protected. Pick and Flow said he didn't know about the Eden. Yeah, it's a little bit dangerous. Like I can give you a real example. You know, sometimes people set models as public properties on Livewire components. You know, if you do that and you forget a hidden, you will literally expose the passwords to everyone. Like, that's why I'm always telling people don't use models on public properties of Livewire, because that will expose potentially the entire model. That's not good to begin with, but also will expose potentially some of the hidden information. Mixivan, it's fine if you are doing things wrong, dude. Like, we are always learning. I'm learning every single day, dude. Like, literally. I just discovered that there is an AI tool, call it Windsurf, yesterday, that can do pretty much everything I'm doing right now with my own hands. So, you know, we are always learning. We just have to, you know, keep living in this area where we need to learn every day. It's fine. That's perfectly fine. And the casts are declared. By the way, you literally forgot to... So casting with Larastan, you kind of need to specify which types are what. So I don't think you are using email verified at anywhere, but literally here you would need something like... do I have an example? Let me see. Oh, I don't. Yeah, I actually have the same problem as you. So here, I think you need something like this. Email verified at... equals to mutable date, I think, or carbon date, carbon interface. Yeah, you need this, okay? Otherwise, Larastan won't understand this casting. I don't think it does. You literally need this. So otherwise, Larastan won't be able to help you out. Because literally, like, if you do, you know, like new user, for example, on this situation, like new user, and then you do, let's say, email verified at, as you can see, I have at our completion. Okay, but this is happening. I think it's thanks to this little thing right here. But on Larastan, I think you still need to add this. However, now I'm a little bit confused because we have this, so technically you probably don't need the other thing. I may have to check that offline. Sorry about that. All right, what else we have on this starter kit? Let's click on models again. Let's see the HTTP layer. Let's go to auth register user control. Yeah, so I've seen that you migrated some of the things to actions, but not everything. So you might want to do that, you know what I mean? If you want to keep things consistent. Like if I go to the team controller, here is using actions, but not here apparently. There we go. So I probably would do that, you know what I mean? Regardless, this is looking good. Create team request, which calls a create team action. So this is looking good. Then you do this. You instruct Larastan that this is a user model with not a nullable field. And then you provide all the validated information to the create team action. Here I would do it opposite though. I would provide the user first and then the attributes. That's what I typically do when on actions. You know what I mean? So I tell the action like create a team on this user with this information. So this would be create team action, you provide the user and then the validated fields. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with me? You prefer to provide like, you know, create a team on this user with this information. What do you guys think? You like that approach? Amin is asking how the Eden field works internally. I think the way it works is that when Laravel is literally transforming, that model to array, will kind of hide the hidden fields. Will not include them. Yes, the request is the authenticated user. Like this is literally the authenticated user. Okay. Jax is saying he likes his approach as well, with the user first. Same as me. The lightning, that's a good question. I have no idea what this lightning is. Let me see. Is Elgato key light M4? Can you check it? See? Is, yeah, Elgato key light MK2. Wait. Okay, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. Someone on the chat is saying the following. I use auth user inside of the action itself. Okay, guys, this is typically something I would not recommend. I repeat, using something like auth user is something I do not recommend. Okay, you want to keep your actions agnostic from the HTTP layer, so anything within your app can use them. Like, you might want to create a team within a job class, for example, or create a team from the console layer, or even create a team from a migration. Okay, so you want to avoid to couple the job class, the action class with the HTTP layer. And when you do something like auth user, you are effectively coupling the action to the HTTP layer. So the alternative is provide the user as an argument. Is that clear for everyone? Say yes in the chat if you agree with me. Yes, agree. Thank you. Yeah, that's a good point indeed. I mean, it's something that, takes a while to get used to, but, you just provide everything as an argument, and then we are chilling, literally chilling. All right, I guess, I don't have anything else I would like to see here. Congratulations in your starter kit, Luis Cruz Media Org. This is a great starter kit. I've made a few remarks. I feel like you lack a little bit of consistency regarding the fact that you are using actions here, but not here, for example. Okay, so you might want to, for example, not here as well. We are literally updating the team in line within the controller. So, I would probably keep this consistent and use actions all over the place. Regardless, good job here. In a few PHP stand ignore lines. I see. That's okay, dude. Sometimes PHP stand just, he deserves a PHP stand ignore sometimes. I feel you. Okay. All right, next one. We have Daniel Lopez, PHP contributing. Friendly way to find new open source tasks to contribute. All right, dudes. This seems to be an open source application written on Laravel. I like the way that you start immediately telling people what the project is about, but also how can people start contributing to this project. Funny enough, is a project also about how people can contribute to other projects. By the way, chat, typically I just follow the list of projects that I have on Discord, okay? So I have this Discord channel where I use to literally, have a list of projects that I just review. Go to my Discord channel, put your link over there from a Laravel app, and maybe you get the chance to see it here on stream. Otherwise, I don't follow a particular order, you know what I mean? But let's see this one. So local setup with composer install, key generate, blah, 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 migrate, php npm install. Oh? This is a mistake, right? There is no php npm install. Probably you mean npm install, right? Npm install. Let's do a contribution, my friends. Let's do a contribution real quick. Yes, I want to fork this. Bam, 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 boom. There we go. Let's fix this for the user. Contribution. Live on stream. Great project. There we go. Yeah, it was a mistake for sure. Definitely a mistake. Yes, sir. What else we have? We have also instructions with Sail. I don't use Sail, you know. I'm using Herd forever. Big fan of Laravel Herd, and I'm using Herd since day one of this new laptop. Okay. So let's see. Let's click here on the app. Every time I start a new project, the first thing I like to see is the models folder. Give me an idea of the domain we are talking about. So we have users. Users may have repositories. Repositories may have issues, and issues may have labels. That's an easy one to get started. Users do not have to verify email. This is a little bit dangerous, my friends, okay? Something I always do is making sure the users need to verify their own email, okay? This is something I always recommend. Otherwise, nothing prevents me of using like Taylor Otwell email or my own email or your email to log in on this platform. So typically my recommendation is include this implements must verify email, and you know, it takes a second to literally have a view that allows you to verify your email, okay? Oh, you guys enjoy selling PHP Artisan Serve? Anyways, make sure you always use must verify email to make sure that you know, your users have a confirmed email. Let's click here on repository to see what we have. He's relying on Fillable, which is, you know, it's a choice. You know, people, some people enjoy, I don't, but that's fine. Is using issues with the old syntax of PHP Stan. Is using Larastan? Yes, but not the latest version. Version 2. Interesting. So you guys know me, probably would have done this a little bit differently with all the properties on top of my class, including making this final. And I would probably have typed the factory as well, including this property as well. And I would type as well this relation using Larastan v3. We don't have an actions folder, which is not a problem. Some people, you know, they don't like to have actions at all. But seems that this project is mainly about listing issues. We also have some Livewire components, but the only one we have is one that's called show issues. So I feel like this project is literally about listing issues or listing first-time issues for open source contributions. I'm seeing something very interesting though, which probably I would have done this differently. Which is apparently like he's using constructor dependency injection plus the public function of this controller doesn't belong to the CRUD ones. Okay, so I want to explain this a little bit. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's explain this. So I just noticed, looking at this GitHub controller for one of the viewers today, that he is not using any of the 7 methods we use on Laravel controllers. Typically, on Laravel controllers, I have only the one or multiple ones of the following list of public functions: index, create, store, edit, update, destroy, and delete. Okay, those are, for me at least, the only allowed public functions to be available on any of my controllers, okay? If you need to update only the avatar, create some sort of profile avatar controller, okay? Otherwise, always make sure that you use one of these 7 public function methods. In this case, what I would have done here is a little bit different. I probably would have called this controller issues controller, and I would have a public function index that lists all of my issues. Okay, so I'm going to repeat. I probably would have here an issues controller, and I would have here a public function index that will list all of my issues. Okay, this way you kind of ensure consistency. You know what I mean? So you would have your issue controller that have an index public function, and kind of making sure everything is consistent. Naming wise at least. Okay. Knight is saying, my coworker said only the 7 base methods are wrong. Interesting. I don't think, I'm a big fan of this convention. I'm using this convention of one of my architectural starter kits. So I feel like it ensures consistency, but also ensures that you think a little bit about your controller names. If you follow this convention of having, for example, a store public function only, that will force you by definition to think a little bit better about your controller name. Because if you have a GitHub controller store, doesn't make any sense. However, if you have issue controller store, effectively conveys the idea that people need to, that particular method will store an issue. You know what I mean? So I feel it's a little bit better. What's up, Guy? Nice to see you, man. How you doing? Yeah, on top of that, I literally forgot to mention that. Something you can use afterwards if you are really... I'm not a big fan, but you can technically come here and type something like this. Route resource, issue controller, and literally this will automatically and automagically by Laravel point the base route to index, point the create to the create, the store to the store. Oops, not this. The post to the store, you know what I mean? Like automagically, which is kind of cool. But you need to follow this convention. Otherwise, you'll have to provide literally everything by hand. What is the value of ensuring consistency? Dude, like, I don't know if you code alone, but like if you code in a team, you really want to make sure that, all controllers look the same. All models look the same. So if anyone comes to the team, they don't need to think about naming. They don't need to think about conventions. They just follow what is already on the project, okay? What is my opinion about the invocable controllers? I feel like there is a use case for it. Definitely. There is a use case for it. Like, if you have something like, a user status controller that the only purpose is update the user status, probably an invocable makes sense. So that's a great question, by the way. Thanks for asking that. Oh, great, Knight. Knight is saying the following. Yeah, I get it. On my own project, I stick with the 7 base methods. Anything that is one-off goes to a single action. Otherwise, it's a different resource controller. Exactly my thinking is exactly the way I do, my controller. Tom is asking, would you use SSR with inertia? Yeah, I mean, I'm using it in a few projects. It's a great option of inertia. So you can use that for sure. That's a great question. Yuji Diki is making a great question, and I want you guys to think about this and not only say that is weird. Sometimes you go to your controllers folder, right? And you see things like user controller or potentially team controller, right? And sometimes you go to your models folder and you see user and team. So the question from one of the viewers today is, why is not the user model also a user model and the team model a team model? This is actually a very interesting question. Now I'm going to tell you something. Before you guys can give your opinion on the chat, but I'm going to tell you something. Most of the conventions you see on PHP, on frameworks, they are made out of nowhere. Literally, it's just a guy on pajama behind his laptop. He codes the project in this way, and suddenly everyone started using it as he was like the only true on the planet. Okay, decisions are literally made like this. Like, it's funny, but decisions are literally made like this. If you think a little bit about PHP language itself, like when PHP was first created, people were like thinking, okay, this is just a language from my own blog. And suddenly you have like businesses doing millions of dollars using PHP for real stuff, thinking that PHP was intended to do that, you know? So some of the conventions that sometimes you see out there, they exist for no reason. It's just the way people are doing things since forever, so they just stick with that, you know? So I feel like naming sometimes is a little bit like that, all right? Great question. Juji Diki, which is also a first-time chat. So if you don't know me, my name is Nuno Maduro, PHP and Laravel developer. I love what I do, streaming every single day at 9 p.m. on Twitch, and YouTube, and TikTok, and Twitter. I'm also publishing YouTube videos every single day at 1 p.m. Subscribe my YouTube channel if you haven't already. And as well, you can literally support my work by becoming a Twitch subscriber. So just below my face, there is a subscribe button. If you're a Prime user, it will be for free, but you can support my work so I can keep, making my studio a little bit better. And what else? You can become a YouTube member as well if you want to support my work. Thank you, thank you. Sometimes, these controllers also become user controller because there was already a user model without suffix, you know what I mean? So we have to find ways of, make things clear a little bit. When I'm importing, for example, like when I go to the top and I type use app models user, and I type just below use whatever, something I really don't like is when my names conflict a little bit. So if I would have something like this, it would be annoying for me, you know what I mean? So I kind of like different names. Now, regardless, a problem that I see here is that you are using dependency injection instead of method injection, and I use method injection on my controller because typically I have multiple public functions, and my dependencies are typically related to one of those public functions. So I would use method injection here instead. So literally, here we're receiving the client, I would equally receive the issue service eventually. Why do you have a client here though? Are you using this anywhere though? Oh, you are not. So this is literally a bug. Yeah, I would literally just put issue service here and use it directly. And obviously do not include this. It's not being used. Again, for not having bloated controllers, I use actions. Typically, I only use services for my way of interacting with external services, which is, I think, what he is doing here. And now he's literally using services for querying the database and everything. Yeah, this is not typically the way I use services. I use services to interact with outside services of my app, which is not the case here. While we're interacting with GitHub, we are also literally creating our own database. Something, I would typically do a little bit differently. Yeah, something like you guys also need to keep in mind is there is no need for something like this, for example. Get issue from GitHub. If it fails, this will be catched by the exception handler, so you don't need to do literally this, for example. But also, you don't need to do this because the exception probably contains the real reason why are you having this problem, but also you don't need this return because this exception is being thrown. You know, yeah. This class lacks a little bit of love, you know what I mean? I use my services to interact with real services, like, you know, outside services. Let's see the test suite a little bit. No tests at all. All right, Daniel. Good project here. What is tasks? Oh, interesting. Oh, he actually calls his own actions tasks, which is very interesting. Is a good name, I must be honest with you. I like the name. And you also make it invocable, which is interesting. Okay, to literally update your own internal state. All right. Daniel Lopez 7, thank you so much for sending your project. Looks awesome. Where are you from? You are from... Oh, you don't have a location. Anyways, thank you for submitting this, okay? Jesus Christ. A lot of people are still asking, like, actions versus services, but repositories. Let me try to come up with a definition for all of this, okay? Actions, services, and yeah, repository, don't use them. Anyways, okay, I'm going to explain to you guys a little bit, okay? So if I have a team controller, let's say, for example, an issue controller, okay? And this issue controller is kind of a business domain logic of my app. And what it does is that the index method will list all of my issues. The store I do is the following, my friends. So hear me out. If I have a store method, which will typically store a new issue, either that be on the database or externally, that always go through an action. So this would have a create issue request, would have a create issue action, and nothing else. What I'm using, if every time I'm interacting with the database, I don't simply interact with your own resources locally. They may actually, for example, interact with external services, and that's where services folder exists, okay? So what I would do here is have my class create issue of those services, might be, for example. So this is the place, in my opinion, for any kind of interaction with the outside world would be inside. Then, within my execute method, what I would do, is potentially interact with my database if I have to, but if not, I would literally just access my GitHub issues to create my given data. All right? So again, I don't use server to interact with the outside world. Why this is so powerful? Because you can typically, in your test suite, mark the Laravel cloud is we inject through my app service provider a fake GitHub issues, so locally we never use any external dependency. What do you guys think about this? It was a good explanation? It was clear as water or not? Yeah, PHP Storm is awesome. I love PHP Storm, dude. The best editor in the world. This is actually fine. And not complex. Like, you know, you might want to persist users. You might want... So, that is... Do love PHP. Literally... Oh, is the live lagging? What do you mean? Stream... No, it's not normal that it's lagging. Okay, let's wait a little bit. It's fine. Let's change the music. Nunu breaking Twitch. It does feel good. Just is it better now? Let me know. I'm like, oh my god, it's literally frozen. I literally have no idea what's happening. I'm gonna wait a little bit, I guess. Yeah, it's up. It's probably internet connection because it's raining a lot here in my own country. So. Nah, I'm not restarting the live stream. That will take forever. Pretending to be a chess player, that's it. Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing? Chess game. Why the live stream? Better now? Dude, right now. Oh my god. Winning. What are you? Oh my god! I literally missed that the guy was about to, you know, got my queen. Is it Twitch by my Laravel? I don't know. I think they are actually using a little bit of Laravel. You know. Today. What time is it? Yeah. Well, seriously, chess.com is made with PHP? I want to see that. Okay, give me a second. I'll be back. 1 second. By the way, if you're watching me from Twitter, move to Twitch and YouTube because I don't want to start a new one.